Hello, Vault 106. Hello. Why does that look so dark? Hi. I don't know why it looks so dark in here, but it's not. But hello, I'm here. I said I'd probably stream this Saturday, so here I am. Um we're going to get back into Metro. Just going to be interesting cuz I'm not good at this game. I'm really not good at it. But we're going to do it anyway. Um I'm trying to think if I have any like updates or anything. Usually I do updates in the beginning. I So lately in my class I've watched, what did I watch? I watched Night of the Living Dead, the original from 1968. And then I watched The Shining because that's what I'm doing my paper on. And then next I have to watch The Blair Witch Project, which I'm pretty excited about. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen all these already, but being able to like watch them through a different lens is fun. At least for me anyway. But yeah, that's really the only updates I have. There ain't a lot going on. Alright, let's get into this. It's gonna be loud as shit. Hello? Oh. There we go. Okay. There we go. And my fucking eyes have been watering like crazy today. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect me during stream, but I'm sure it will.
I was born in Moscow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, Jesus. Man, fuck
I went
this.
up again to the gloomy charm of
I know what I have
post-apocalyptic
to do,
Moscow.
and I don't want to do
I
it.
was warned in Hall Station about a new squad of Nazi rangers on the surface.
Alright, let's do it. Oh. Yeah, I want all your shit. No, I don't need to do that. I don't think. Turn your fucking flashlight off. God damn. Also, what do I have for weapons? I don't have anything silenced. Nothing silenced. Just this. Oh, I do have night vision, though. That'll be good for the next thing. Okay, come on. Go, 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 go. Get up there. Oh, that scared me. Even though I'm the one doing it. Get down. Where are they? There's that guy. Okay. Oh. Get down. Almost forgot the controls for a second. Holy shit, let's not do that. Oh.
We have 15 minutes at max to get the airlock open. If we
Where
don't
are
make
they?
it in time, fall back to base. I've been thinking about blowing it up. What do you say, Herr Officer? Saying
Oh, there they are.
gives me the creeps. Look what we have here, a thinker. Brilliant. And did you think about what we do once we capture the hull? Shall we use your stupid head to close the exit? Cut it,
Rude.
Reichsfuhrer gave us clear task to capture this station quietly.
Then why are you out here yelling about it? What does that do? There's a thing there, but I ain't pressing that. Mm-mm. Okay. You don't see me. Oh my god, I'm stuck on a box. Ooh, ooh. Fuck. Why do you have to scream like that? Did anybody hear that? Ooh, my heart's racing already. Nobody heard him screaming bloody murder? I will take all your shit. Whew, I cannot believe nobody heard that. I feel like my hands are shaking. I'm nervous. Ooh, don't do that. Good thing I didn't have a gun. Here comes the fucking wind. Hiding in the bush. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's fucked. There he goes. Okay. Now can I go in here? I'm not going to be able to do this quiet. Y'all don't care that your fucking dude just got yoinked? Isn't there supposed to be subtitles? It's gonna go loud. It's gonna go loud. Oh, fuck. It's loud. It's already loud. One chuck on blast didn't kill you from that close? Oh, I just shot the wall twice. Great. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Shoot him. Oh. I'm so mad. I'm so mad it went loud that quick. Do I need... Hello? I don't know. I think the moron's the one who walked into the shotgun blast. Oh. Oh. I didn't like that. How about no? I'm looking everywhere for ammo. Everywhere. I can't believe this is loud. God damn it. Oh. That sounds bad. That sounds real bad. Oh. Is there anything here I can have? Also, I'm a little bit lost. Who are you telling to get on the ground? Are you talking to me? Because you're nowhere near me. Is there no ammo in here? There's nothing? He's still yelling at me. Can I can get down here. Is there anything worth getting down here? Ooh. I don't know why I sounded so excited over a body, but I just want the ammo. Okay. Oh, I thought that was something on the ground. It's not.
An enemy scout! Don't let him escape!
Where are you? Is it up here? No. Where did I go? Oh, 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 oh. No, you don't. Oh, up here. Ooh. Things in the wall. Oh, there's stuff down here too. Oh, there's glass. Not that it matters, because these people are... Oh, fuck you! You scared me!
An enemy scout! Don't let him escape!
You not dead? Oh, that's not to zoom in. I forgot. Hit the man, Artyom. I guess that's me and not Artyom, but still. Oh, shit. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh. Okay, let's switch back to the shotgun. Ooh! Oh, shit. Run! Run! Artyom, run! God damn. That's it? Ooh. Hold on, my eye's watering. Now's not the time. Fucking reload. Every time. Every fucking time. I keep forgetting this doesn't have a zoom. It's not that kind of gun. I need to conserve this ammo though, so back to the shotgun. Do I need to heal? A little bit. Okay. Get around it. No, don't take that off. Why did you take that off? I didn't tell you to do that. Why did you take it off? Oh, because I don't have any filters anymore. Oh, I'm fucked. I need a gas mask. I need a gas mask. Anybody? Oh, here's one. Now put it on! Whew, that was close. Fuck, that was close. Will you? Oh, I shot his mask off his face. I hate their death sounds. They're so gross. Is there nothing else in here? Boo. You know, this actually isn't going as bad as I thought it would. Let me not say that, though. Because it can get real bad real quick. Okay. Did I take it your stuff? No. I did not. Ooh. Ooh. Hell yeah. I'm getting all the fucking ammo now. Yeah, let's stop that. Okay, now... I think I go this way. Wait. This is the way I go, right? Okay. Gotta find Miller. Let's put that away. Now I'm crouched. Okay. Guess we're doing it. Ah. That was me. I did that. And it scared me. You know what? I want to get this out. Oh, I can't go through there?
Okay, let's go then. That was a big one. Watch your backs, guys.
Oh, let me turn my flashlight off. Not being sneaky. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes.
Wait for me!
My crouch. Ooh. Oh shit, he saw me. I'm just running for it. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Whew. That scared the shit out of
It was
me.
clear the bike station was occupied by fascists, but Ullman had said he would wait for me there. I had to risk it.
God damn it. Oh, what is this? Oh. Oh. What is happening? Oh, it's me. Hold on, let me loot. Loot all the things. Oh, nope.
Where's Pavel? Did he... Alright, later. The situation got worse. Nazis literally flooded the station. We'll have to act alone. Sorry. But if you can shut down their generator,
What?
it'll be easier to sneak past the guards. Take this.
I can't let you out.
I will wait for you in the deserted tunnel to Polis.
Ooh. That's what I need. This is quiet, right? Let's try it. Okay, I think that's quiet. How do I get past these, though? Oh, fuck! I didn't see that! God damn it, I just started this! Alright. Motherfucker. There is a... Yep. Wow. Motherfucker.
What took you so long? Where's Pavel? Did he...
I'm so mad.
Later. The situation got worse. Nazis literally flooded the station. You have to act alone. Sorry. But if you can shut down their generator, it'll be easier to sneak past the guards.
I just don't see why I can't let him out. I will take that.
I will wait for you in the deserted tunnel to Polis.
Let's go ahead and put this on. Oh, it's got a battery? Are you kidding me? Then can I fucking... Okay. Do I just have to jump over it? I can't see shit. This is supposed to be night vision? Because I can't see shit. Oh. This is supposed to be night vision, but I can't see a damn thing.
You know what
Oh.
happened to those who tried. Bastards.
Oh. What was that? Oh. No. How do I do that?
No one. A rat moved.
That's just taking it off on and on. Is it like the flashlight? Oh, that thing's real low. I don't remember the last time I've done that. Also, hi, Juju. Oh, no. Now it's real bright. Oh. Let's... No, stop that. Put it away. There we go. That is so much better. I was wondering. I was like, how the hell? Is he by himself? Oh, I was just standing there. I wasn't even quiet or nothing. There's another tripwire thing. What if I kill him from here? Okay. Fuck me. God damn it. I thought I jumped. God damn it. Oh, that's a battery at the bottom. I figured that's what it was, but I didn't know, like, how to do anything with it. I'm so mad. I jumped over that. God damn it. We're gonna be doing this a lot.
What took you so long? Where's Pavel?
Okay.
Did he... All right.
I don't know what that
Later.
says.
The situation got worse.
Yeah, he died.
Nazis literally
It's
flooded
my
the
fault.
station. You'll have to act alone. Sorry. But if you can shut down their generator, it'll be easier to sneak past the guards. Take this.
Thank you. Give
I will
me.
wait for you in the deserted tunnel.
Give me. Okay. I'm so mad. Come on, hurry up. Turn your flashlight off, you dingus.
How's your family?
Oh. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Who needs all that? Uh-huh. And who is gonna feed your children, huh?
Stand up. Okay, we're gonna jump over this time. Jump! You stupid fuck! When I hit space, you're supposed to jump. What the fuck? I jumped over the first one. I don't understand what's happening. Like, just let me fucking jump.
What took you so long? Where's Pavel? Did he... All right. Later.
Yeah.
The situation got worse. Nazis literally flooded the station. You'll have to act alone. Sorry. But if you can shut down their generator...
I'll try, but I don't know if they can be cut. I've never seen a thing that allowed me to do that, but I'll try it. Hopefully it works. Okay. Do this again. Nope. I just want to get to like a quick save. Stab it with knife. Okay. Oh, I thought my flashlight was on. Is it now? Yes. What the fuck? I turned it off. Let's see if I can cut this thing. Nope. I gotta jump it. See? Why is that? That one did it. Oh.
Uh-huh. And who is gonna feed your children, huh? Sturbenführer, perhaps? Shut up.
The guy died and he was like, shut up. Oh, I could just go around the whole fucking thing this whole time. Oh my god. I'm so mad. Ooh, I stepped on glass. But there's no one here to hear me. Oh. Oh. Just hitting everything. Take this off for a second. What was that noise? Is that the wood? You got anything else over here? No. Okay. Oh, that is the wood. God damn, it's loud. Well, there's light. I don't like it. Especially because I can't fucking see. Can I shoot that light out? What gun did I have? Oh, I do have this one. Sweet. That worked. I sure do wish I could save right now. I thought I heard something. Oh, I hear coughing. I hear footsteps. Are you coming? Are you coming this way? Sorry. That's so loud. How is no one hearing that?
Strange.
Well, keep coming this way, motherfucker. You're not gonna do any more exploration than that. You're just gonna say, that's weird. Okay. Now I'm... Okay. Okay, when he comes around again, I'm gonna get him. Come back. Maybe I'll come over here. Is he not coming back? Oh, I hear his footsteps. Oh, wait, where are you going? Maybe I won't shoot him there. Got him. Whoo! Now, which way do I go? Where's the light? I'm so fucking glad I got this gun in this night vision, because I thought I was gonna be screwed. Do I gotta go through all that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh god, it's so bright. But it's not showing that I'm in it. What am I on? Oh, now I'm kind of in the light. I had to go through all this? Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Someone coming this way. Ooh! Turn your flashlight off, you dingus.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Who you talking to? I know you're not talking to me. I don't know what to do.
How's the generator working? Okay, as long as no one touches it. And shaky.
Oh, I'm gonna touch it. Giggity.
Toha, Kosa, come here. Watch the generator. And if I catch you playing cards, you're dead, man.
What the what? What the what? Why are you saying what the? I hear so many footsteps. I don't want this to go loud, but, you know, if it does, it does. What am I on? I thought I was on the stairs. What the fuck? Is that a light? Oh. Oh, he saw that. He was right fucking there. My bad.
Well, it looks quiet.
It does look quiet. That was just, you know, ghosts. Oh, I can't go that way. I have to go down here. Ooh, they saw me. Fucking die. Alright, I'm getting out the shotgun. Fuck that. If it's gonna be loud, I'm getting out the shotgun. Where are you? Come here, bitch. Fuck. You're about to have more casualties. If y'all would fucking show your faces. I know you can keep loading that. Oh! Oh no! Where are you shooting from? Up there. Okay. Let's try. Got him. Maybe? Oh. Fucking die! What the fuck? I thought I had him. Do I still need this on? No, not really. At least not right this second. Hey, fuck you, fuck you. Thank you! Jesus! Where the fuck is everybody? I'm not gonna get on the ground. I will crouch. Anything around here for me to loot? I don't know where to go from here. Where the fuck is the generator? Hold on, let's see. I don't know where you're. Oh shit! They're over there. Fuckers. Oh, he's still alive. Fuck you. Oh, I didn't mean to heal. Come out here. I hear you getting closer. Come out here. Oh, I didn't see him because my gun was in the way. Oh, right in the crotch. Oh, their death sounds are so... Ugh. Ooh. Wait, this looks like an upgraded... Should I get this? I wonder how many shots it holds. Let's try it. Wait, it holds 20? No? You don't think I should get that one? Okay, I'll keep this one. Oh, here's the generator. Right here. Oh. Yep. Fuck your whole shit. Can I put that out? I don't know where to go now. Maybe through here? You know what? Let's get the right gun out. Oh, I did have the right gun out. Just being cautious. I thought I saw something. Maybe I didn't. Trying to look everywhere for like traps and shit. Oh. You don't know it was me. You don't know what's happening. Oh, could I go up here? Is that... which way do I go? Hold on, let's see. Oh, I go this way. I am curious, though. Is there anything up there I can get? No. There's not. Man, I'm not even over there. Oh, I gotta reload this. Holy shit. I'm glad I looked. Right. This one. Yeah, but you ain't gonna see me. What bullets? Where are you? Ooh, things to loot. Get around it, Artyom. And oh, what's this? Ooh. What is this? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something. No, put it away. Where? You don't see me. Because I sure don't see you. Where the fuck are you? Ooh, I'm down in it. No. I don't think I will. Oh, am I supposed to go down here? Hi. He said hello so angrily. It's so foggy down here. I can't see shit. Oh, I do have to go this way. Am I going the right way? Okay. Hey, don't call me that. Rude. Am I? Do you? Are you sure about that? Where is everyone? They're all up there. Can I shoot them in the ankles? Oh my god, they can shoot at me! Hey, fuck you. Where's your feet at? Oh shit. Fuckers. Was this? Okay. That is such bullshit. They can... Ah! Shot him in the bottom of the foot. Doom music starts. That would be cool. Why no shotgun? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could use a shotgun. I guess just because I have to reload so much. You know what? Oh, hey. Fuck, just shoot him, Artyom. Did he die? Damn. Yeah, you are. Nope. I don't wanna. Where are you? Where are you? Fuck, I gotta reload. Wait while I reload a second. I'm not hungry. Ooh. Where? Oh, run, run, run. Fuck, I had to reload again. Yep. Keep reloading. I know you can put more in there. You just take bullets out of his butthole. Alrighty. I made it through. At least through that part. Okay. I think I have to go through here though, right? No. Wants me to go this way. Wasn't I just here though? I'm confused. Hold on, let's see what's it saying now. Yeah, it wants me to go this way. Keep going. Isn't this just a circle? Oh, hang on. You know, as much as I complain about this game, it feels kind of good to be back in the Metro. Get around it, Artyom. What's this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I don't like that. Is this where I'm supposed to go? It's hard to tell with the night light on. The night light. Now where the fuck do I go? Oh, through here. Do these stairs ever end? There you go, now I can see better. Can I get him through here? That would be so good. Sorry, there's something on my hand. Yeah, reload and recharge. That's a good idea. Ooh, I have a throwing knife now. I think that's a throwing knife. I can be sneaky. Okay, let's make sure this is recharged. Okay. No, don't take it back out. Put it up. I want to try to shoot this guy through here. Just to see if I can do it. Yeah. Got the light too. Hell yeah.
Shit, we're losing men!
Yeah, but you don't know from where. You have no idea.
Straight, I hear. I get you.
What was that noise? It scared me.
Shit, we're losing men!
Yeah, you are. You know what? Well, no. Yeah, I'm here. Wasn't there a dude here? Was there not a guy there? What? How did you not see me? It's loud. Let's just say fuck it. What's in here? Anything? Can I not go in here? Okay. Ooh, see? Good thing I came in here. Anything else? Ugh. I'm looking at the toilets like it's Fallout. Fuck you. I'm not putting my hands up for you. Ooh, another throwing knife. Perfect. God damn it. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. Fuck you. Do I need to heal? I know I need to reload. Yeah, I did need to heal. Okay. Am I going the right way? Can't fucking tell. Oh, I need to go this way? What? Ooh. I missed stuff. Well, which way am I supposed to be going? What? I don't understand. There's like so many places to go. Fuck that. I'm so fucking lost. Oh, okay, I think I might have found which way to go. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Where's the light coming from? Oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't want to go down there. Guess I gotta. Maybe. No. Yes. No. Hello. There we go. Oh, a filter. Yeah, I need that. I need all of that. I hate these fucking... What is this, a maintenance tunnel or something? I hate it. I don't know why... Oh, shit. I don't know why I did that. I'm just... used to fucking... How do I... Can I cut these? That's not. How do I get over this? Do I just jump over it? Okay. Ah, here we go. I was like, now where the fuck do I go? Whew. I'm so nervous. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Fuck, here we go again. I gotta do this so much. Okay. I can't see anything. All this fucking fog. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My kid needed me. And now I'm lost. Okay, I came from there. But now where do I go? I can't go anywhere in here. Where do I go? Oh, maybe I go this way. Yep, I sure do. Ah, my eyes. Where the fuck is that? There it is. Are there people in there? Hello? Where's the light source? Oh, I can't use this gun anymore. Sure can't. Alright, it's gonna have to be loud. How much further until I get to where I need to be? Ooh, is that a...
Artyom, my man.
Oh.
Here, you climb in here and rest.
Hell yeah, I will.
We'll reach Polis soon.
Oh. Can I... Oh, I'm just stuck in this mode. Well...
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. Something much worse.
What? Excuse me?
Even children hated by their parents.
Oh, I don't like this.
Understand. We wish to understand you and help you.
What? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been standing so close to that. Run where? Oh. I ran towards it. Did I die?
Wicked phenomenon, yes. But, you know, it's not any more evil than, say, fire. It all depends on your point of view. Try to get a better understanding of things before you make your judgment. Let's move out now. It's not safe here.
What? Ooh, that scared me. Oh.
It's hard to
We
describe
made
my
it!
feelings at that moment. Exhausted, yes, but joyful. I had made it. Once I delivered Hunter's message, the rescue of my home station could be decided by those stronger and wiser than I, and my task would be over.
I had to go all the way down and around to get up. That sucks.
Hey, you at the rail car! Stop the engine! Do not move! Name yourselves!
Ooh. Ooh, that's eerie.
Ullman, is that you? You're lucky Petrovich isn't here.
The
He's not
glowing
a man
eyes
for jokes.
freaking me out.
Who's that with you?
He's from the northern frontier. I'm escorting him from the Black Station.
All right, come on through.
Also, don't joke like that. What if they shot you? This thing is so slow. Whoa. Whoa, look at that thing. Oh, wow. This place is huge. Is this Polis? Last stop? Oh shit. Oh, take it off, Artyom. God damn it. Hi. Oh, just push me out of the way.
Welcome to Polis, Captain
Ooh.
Krasnov. You've come a long way, young man.
Yep.
Where exactly are you from?
How do you know I've come a long way?
What, can't he speak for himself?
Look, Captain, it's the kid's first time in Polis. He's been through hell getting here, and he's carrying Hunter's message from Miller. So cut him some slack. Huh?
That's right.
All right. Get changed. There's the clothes. You can leave your gear. It'll be safe here. You'll get it back sparkling clean.
You go ahead and
Spin
take
around.
some rest, Artyom, and I'll go find Miller.
Oh.
He's not on a mission.
What do you mean move it?
Don't forget to scrub yourself down in the lobby, Omen.
Can I?
I won't.
Can I?
You pain in the ass.
Oh.
Would you rather have
This
two
stuff
heavy
is
hits?
5 times better than your toy gun. Throw your junk away. That's for baby. Thanks. You can shave with it.
You know what? I'm buying at least one of those.
This stuff is 5 times better than
Okay, I don't.
your toy
Whoops.
gun.
How do I? Oh, okay.
Whatever.
But can I?
New demo?
Oh, here we
Ask
go.
me.
What's happening? Yeah. What is it? Colonel, sir, reporter. Dismissed. Artyom, I'm Neely. What is the message from Hunter?
Wait, is that what I'm using in the other gun? I see. I don't know. That's my problem. I don't know what bullets go with what gun. I don't know shit about guns. Do I have enough for armor? Oh, god damn it, that's not how you do that. Oh! Yeah, I need some of that.
One of a kind.
I don't have 100 rounds.
As you wish.
I mean, it's not as I wish, because I wish I could fucking buy it. Why does he keep standing up like that?
You don't have that caliber.
What do you mean I don't? It says 16. What are you... Oh, 16. I have 15. Fuck. How much was that armor? I think it was like 100. 10 gets me 1. Are you kidding me? Okay, but which one is that? Is it this? Or is it this? I don't fucking know. That is not enough. I'm not gonna have enough. What do you mean in order of ammo type? What's that mean? I still don't have enough though. I don't really want to get rid of those. I would have to sell like all my ammo to afford that gear. Okay. So let's sell that. I don't have enough to sell that.
And where is your ammo?
I don't have enough to sell that either.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't have enough. That sucks. Can I help you? Yeah, okay. What do I hear? A thing ticking.
Well, thank you for bringing this to Polis. Was a brave thing you did. I'll call an emergency session. When they summon you, you'll report the situation.
Okay.
All council members, please assemble in the council chamber. I repeat, all council members, please proceed to the council chamber.
Can I? Nope. I can't walk.
Escort the boy to the council chamber.
What's bright? Whoa, look at these ceilings. Whoa. When do I get to meet Miller?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Artyom, I'm stunned that the council has refused to help your station. I'm
Wow.
ashamed that they lack the courage you have already shown. But Polis is not the whole metro. There still are people who will rise up and fight the threat of the Dark Ones. Okay. Listen carefully.
Okay.
The Rangers have found several well-preserved missile bases near the city. Some could probably be activated and deliver a missile strike against the Dark Ones.
I can activate
The problem
missiles?
is that the missiles are supposed to be launched from the command center, D6, but we don't know where that is.
It's
or
Miller.
if
To
it's
Miller
operational.
mentioned, that's right.
However, we do know where that information can be found. There's a huge library on the surface. Dangerous place, but it contains a secret military
I don't like the thought of a library in this game. I remember what happened in Exodus.
To avoid the tension. You'll go out
I
from
better
here.
not have to
I've
go up
already
against
arranged
any
that.
librarians, I
When you've made your way
swear.
to the library entrance, I'll be there waiting for you. Okay? Hey, Artyom, be careful. One more thing.
When we go back, we'll head straight for Sparta base. My rangers will meet us there.
The
Fuck.
consul's decision shocked me, but Miller's plan gave me hope. Once more I climbed up to the bones of Moscow to
Oh wait,
search
was
for the
that Miller
secret
that I
of
was
the
talking
six
to?
and a way to awaken the horde of missiles.
Like, I remember him looking a little different, but I understand that this is an older game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. And I ain't got shit for shit. Ooh, y'all just put me out in it, didn't you? Where do I go? Fuck. I do not want to get picked up in the air and taken to the air or whatever. I'm nervous. Oh, fuck all that. Oh, fuck that thing. If I kill it, will more show up? Do I have to kill it? Can't you fuck off? Oh, I hate the noises out here. That took more shots than I wanted it to. I don't know where I'm going. I gotta go down here. Ooh, ooh. Can you not make all that noise, please? Oh, what the fuck? I got grabbed, didn't I? God damn it. God damn it. What am I supposed to do? Just run? There's this fucker again. Alright. Oh, don't tell me it's still alive. Don't tell me it's still alive. I saw it move after it died. I think it's dead. Ugh. Okay. Stand up, Artyom. I guess we're just gonna fucking run for it. Run. 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 Get in the hole. Ah! Fuck you! Sorry, I just reacted. Am I supposed to go through here? I can't get back out of here. Oh, I wasn't crouched. Ugh. There's a mask. I guess I don't need it though. Now which way do I go? Fuck. Let's get out the shotgun. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get through it. Can I, oh, stupid. Can I not open this? Hello? Is there another way to go? Oh, there is. Now where do I go? I just want to get inside. Oh, fuck. It grabbed me again. God damn it. That scared me. Load last checkpoint. Hello? At least I'm down here now. Oh shit, I'm in it. I'm in it though. I'm in it. Go. I want to try to kill it before it fucking grabs me again, because I don't know where I'm going. Where you at, butthole? I don't know if I should try to fight it or not. It's gonna grab me. Oh. Okay. Go, 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 go.
Artyom!
I'm here. I'm hiding. Oh, this way. Are we not? What are we doing?
Finally, Artyom. You were here, that's good. We were worried.
So was
You know
I.
what to do? We need to get to the military archives. It is somewhere beneath the main library. Now, we can reach it through the main reading hall, alright? Now freezing here. Let's go.
Yeah, let's fucking go. In here? Is this where we're going?
Let's go, guys.
Oh, hold on, my eyes burning. I swear to God, if there's a
Upon
librarian
entering
in
the
here,
great
I'm gonna be
library,
so mad.
I was in awe. It seemed like a fairy tale castle. And as in the old stories, its treasures were guarded by monsters.
Oh. Alright, let's try it.
Manila, watch the outside. We'll go with Artyom to check the hall.
We? Who's we? It's just the two of y'all. Oh, I got this gun out. I need this gun.
Ладно. Seems to be quiet.
Wait, do I?
Guys, a flock of birds came to see us.
Oh shit.
Artyom,
You better hurry up! Hurry up!
Artyom, if the door upstairs is locked, try to find a way to open it. We can't hold them long.
Oh my god. Alright.
What the hell are they after?
Oh! Fuck that. It was open. Of course. Of course. Oh, what is that? What the fuck is that? Don't touch me. Oh, they're everywhere. I don't like that. Yeah, it's gross. And I can't go through there, so... Okay. Ooh, what's that on the ground? Don't fucking touch me. Quit swinging. Oh, that was the wrong gun. I meant to use the quiet one. Ooh! Ooh, it came back down! I thought it was dead. Thought it curled up like a spider when it died. Fuck that thing. Can I kill it? Is it killable? I don't get it. Is it killable or not? I don't think it is. Yeah, try my shotgun. Stop doing that. I don't think they can be killed. But I think they can be subdued. That's right. You get up there, you nasty. Oh, what's that noise? Oh, is that shit outside? Fuck you. Ah! God damn it. Okay, well, I'm over here now, so now what? Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Can I loot? Oh, I hate all this noise. Oh, I got two of them to go up. God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. What is that noise? What is that fucking noise? Oh, I hate it. Yeah, that's true. I do have the most ammo for that. I just need my eyes to chill, too. That would be great. Alright. Let's get through this next part. Oh, this opens. Hello? Or does it? Hello? It opened a crack, and now I can't go any further. Hello? Why can't I... Is that not the way I'm supposed to go? It is. So... Can I get in there, please? I don't understand. Let me in! God damn it. Oh. Can I... What? Why are you ticking like that? What is happening? Oh. There we go. That's what I was trying to do! Oh, is that what was happening? My comrades were in trouble. What do you mean? What?! Oh my god, I got Miller killed. Alright, now where am I? Where am I? Oh, okay. Can y'all let me in? Hello? Hello?
Don't go anywhere. We'll come for you on our way back. It's a joke.
Uh-huh. Let me in. Oh, there we go. That works.
Any longer, and those beasts would have ripped us apart.
Yeah, I know. That happened the first time. Nothing to loot around here? Oh, there's some bodies. No, it's my loot. Now what do we do? Do we go through here? Where do we go? Oh, shit! Maybe don't stand next to the window. Oh, I forgot I had this gun out. I thought I had my...
Who cares? When you gas mask, we don't smell it anyway.
What are y'all talking about farting for? What?
Artyom, check rooms on the sides. Maybe you can see how to open it. You're doing well. Neurons and synapses secret
Hello? The fuck is that? Can I... Oh, I can. That's all I can do, though? Can I not? Do I have to shoot it more? Oh. I did. Oh, that scared me? Fucking wood. Come out. Oh, I gotta go up here. Ah! Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Hello? Oh, I hate this. Okay, so how do I get them in here, though? I'm trying to see if there's anything in the environment that I need to do. Fucking open! Am I on my own now? Is that what this is? No? Excuse me? What am I stepping on? Ah. Here's some stuff. Even though that doesn't really help me get in. Or get them in. What do I keep stepping on? I don't understand. Hold on. Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Alright. Wait, hold on. Okay. There's no way to fucking open this. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. There's like nowhere I can go. Oh, oh, oh! Helps if I look around, huh? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Ooh! Maybe you don't stand so close to the door.
Vanilla, let's go.
Yeah, please don't stand so close to the door next time. That could have been bad. Oh. He was making direct eye contact with me.
You keep fucking, will it ever end?
Oh. It's so open in here. I don't like it.
My, oh my. You probably read about it in books of the saints. Must have been beautiful ones.
I mean, oh.
Listen, Artyom. Librarians are some of the most dangerous creatures out here.
No.
If you meet one,
Oh, shit.
fight it. You don't run from it either. The beast won't attack you if you look them in the eye. But remember, never let them out of your sight. Show them your back, you'll die. Okay? If a beast gets nervous, move away, but slowly. And if you shoot, well, look or don't look. You won't see anything ever.
Okay, so knives, I guess. Oh, nope, I need to be shooting now. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Who was that? It wasn't Miller, was it? Oh, wait, hold on. Can I not? Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. My kid was concerned that I was screaming. Oh, can I pause? Okay. I didn't know that.
I must take him to Paris. You'll have to find a map yourself.
Where are y'all?
Now that you're in France, the entrance to the military archive is somewhere on the first floor of the line. The door the library went through leads there. There's not much time. Line's coming. Remember what I told you about the beast, okay? Try to come back as soon as possible.
I barely remember what you told me. Oh, there they are. I was like, where the fuck are y'all? Escape pauses it? Okay. I'll remember that next time. I hate this. This sucks. I didn't want to fight librarians, and these are different from the ones I'm used to. Oh. It scares me every time it does that, because the screen gets all clear and shit. So what did he say? I have to keep eye contact with them? Oh, fuck you, man. Stop hitting me. Fuck off. I don't like this. What time is it? Okay. Tell you what, the next time I die, I'm probably gonna call it. But we'll see how far I get. Where the fuck am I supposed to go now? Oh. Here, I assume. Dude. Fuck this. Ooh, I hate libraries in this game. Oh. Okay. I don't remember everything he said about these things because a lot of shit was going down. I think he said to look it in the eye. Oh. Fuck it, let's do it. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to. Is there anything over here? I'm just gonna stall a little bit. Maybe there's something back here. Can you not? Oh, see? See? Good thing I looked around. Nothing else, huh? Can't let me stall a little longer. Go, Artyom. Trying to find things to loot. So I don't have to deal with that thing. There's nothing back here. Oh, I hear wings. Oh. I'm glad I'm getting throwing knives. Because I needed those before. Didn't have them. I really don't want to do this. Oh God. Oh God. Oh fuck, I hate them. Oh, I hate it. I don't know where to go from here. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Hey, hey, quit charging at me. You bitch. Is this not where I'm supposed to go? Hey, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Rude. Stop. Get off me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Why the filter? Why right now? That's right. You back away. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I think it's angry now. Oh, fuck. It's right there. I hate these things. I hate them. Oh, I hate them. No, 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 no. Ooh. No, no. Fuck you. Fuck you. I need to go in there. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Shit. Go, Artyom. Go. Can I not? I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I don't give a shit. Ooh! Fuck you! Fuck you! Let me go! Oh, they're horrifying. Oh, God. It's so horrifying. Oh, I gotta go out there with it? Thanks. Love that for me. Let me guess, it's going the way I need to go. Why does it keep going up further? Oh! Oh, I fucking hate it. And I guess I can't fucking kill it. Oh, I can't move. I can't even see where I'm supposed to be going. Get in the hole, Artyom. Whew. Now I have no health left. Where am I supposed to go? This way. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I think I'm supposed to go in here. Oh, can it follow me? Ooh. Oh, good. I need that. Fucking hate this. Why does it want me to go that way? Do I have to go up and around? Oh. Shit. Isn't this where I just was? There's two of them? Are you fucking kidding me? Go, Artyom. Oh fuck, I'm in a hole. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Fuck, I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Shit. Well, I'm fucked. It's so angry. Oh? Oh, fuck. Go after it, not me. Go after it, not me. You don't see me. No, fuck you. Oh. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, I hate it. Oh, there's blood. Oh, it died. That killed it, but my shotgun didn't. Okay. Okay. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Come on, Artyom, get it together. I don't know what to do. He's like in my way. And not stand in one place. That's what I was trying to do, but like, they just kept coming at me. Alright, you know what? My kid needs me, so I'm going to call it here. Even though, when I come back, I'm gonna be in the middle of this shit. But I really do need to get going. Fuck. Alright. Where is it? Gotta hit the right button. Well, thanks for being here. It was a fun ride. It was a hell of a ride. And I don't know when I'll be back. Maybe sometime next week. Maybe. We'll see. But thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing well. And I will catch y'all later. Bye.